For my island project, I chose the movie Life is Beautiful. And it's an Italian film that was made in 1997. And there are a few different reasons why I really like this movie. The first is that it combines humor with trying to process through some of the atrocities that have happened in human history, as well as those difficult situations that have come up in our own lives. And there's actually a lot of controversy surrounding this film because of the fact that it combines, humor with something, on the magnitude of the Holocaust, which obviously you don't normally see together. But I think more it kind of portrays really healthy coping methods because I think that no matter what difficult situation you might find yourself in life, you have to find some sort of light to hold on to, whether it's hope of a better future or whether it's humor in the current situation. There's got to be something that you hold on to get you through what you're going through. And so I think in the case of being stranded on an island, obviously there's not going to be a whole lot of hope of being rescued. And so I think you're going to need to find just the humor in the situation to get you through and kind of keep you sane, which is, I understand, a little bit of a dramatic take on this, but I really like the film, so I thought it was applicable. There are a few different reasons why this is personally important to me. The first is that I'm being a history minor. I've taken a few different modern European, just generally European history classes, and there's a lot of different situations that arise that are really difficult to read about. Holocaust and different crusades that have happened. These firsthand accounts of these events are, you can just kind of feel the pain of these people that were in these situations, and obviously you can never fully experience what they went through, but it's really difficult reading their accounts. And it even brings up a lot of internal inconsistencies in my own mind and other people who really deeply study these firsthand accounts. It really forces you to reconcile these internal inconsistencies that you have, that are kind of brought up by this, um, that are based on morality and faith and different topics. Along with those, you have to really figure out what you solidly believe, in order to kind of really be able to process just the magnitude of these events. And so, in the case of being stranded on an island, kind of relating it back to the project, um, you're going to have a ton of time to be able to process through all of these different trains of thought that you have going on in your mind. And so, I think this movie really helps to bring some of those things to light and helps you work through them and kind of come out on the other side, just a healthier person in general. And there are a few different interesting facts that I actually came across when researching this movie. And the first is that Roberto Benigni, the director and the main actor in the movie, is a comedian. And his father was actually spent 2 years in a Nazi internment camp as an Italian, as an Italian military man. And so he really had an interesting perspective, Roberto Benigni did, of being able to have that firsthand account of his father, in the war, but then also have the comedic storytelling to kind of tell the story that he wanted to tell. And the second thing is that the movie itself is actually the second highest grossing non-English film in the United States. It was made in 1997, and then the movie that is currently first was made in 2000, so it didn't spend very much time as the highest grossing movie, but it still is the second highest grossing. And so that really shows that, it wasn't just important in Europe, but it was also important in Europe and other places around the world too. So there's a lot of different interesting things that kind of come up with this movie, but those are some of the main reasons why I chose this for my island.